Yo, what's going on, everybody? Executives here, coming at you with some vanilla WoW beta. Now in this video I'm going to cover the talent tree differences between vanilla WoW beta and then what was actually released. Now this is a beta emulator, very new and weird. I watched Tachi Kebab's video on how to create it, and I wanted to see if I could get a character and try and level it up, like just dot level 60 and give all myself some gear and then actually try out these talents. But I wasn't able to. Like, the commands in this are very, very weird and kind of buggy. Anyways, let's hop right into this video. So I'm gonna first go off. Actually, let me turn this sound down a little bit. Alright, now I'm first going to start off in the protection tree. Now you'll notice with all these talents, they are very different but have the same or similar concepts as to what was actually released. So yeah, first we have shield specialization. Now if you notice, protection is first instead of arms, fury is still in the middle, and then arms is last. So I think they wanted to have warriors be some sort of tank first, or you would level as a tank spec or something, I'm not sure. Shield specialization hasn't changed. Anticipation hasn't changed. Iron Will, same thing. A lot of this stuff in here is the same thing. I'll just hover over it for the hover over it just so you guys could read. Now this one is kind of weird. A passive ability that allows your hit point regeneration from spirit to work while in combat. That's a really cool concept, especially for Fury Warrior, because you would never stack the equivalent of mana per 5 second or MP5 to health per 5 second. So that'd be really cool. You could, you'd actually benefit from Spirit if you were a tank and took this talent. That's pretty cool. Increases your chance to hit with Shield Bash. I think that's instead of the Silence, the Blanket Silence one. Shield Wall, Last Stand. It's the same thing as it was before. This increases the duration of your disarm by 6 seconds. And then Concussion Blow, it's the same thing, just a different icon. Costs the same. Yeah, it's the same everything. Next we're going to go on to the Fury Tree. Now this is where it starts to change by a lot. And yeah, so you have increases the duration of your battle shout. And this is called Improved Battle Shout instead of Booming Voice. So the difference is Booming Voice increases the duration and the range of your demo shout and of your battle shout by from 2 minutes to a minute if you took all 5 talents. An improved battle shout would increase the attack power granted by battle shout by 25% if you put 5 points in that. So this is an interesting talent. Then you have Enraged, gives you 1% chance to become enraged after taking melee damage. That's very weird. 5% chance to get enraged instead of a guaranteed crit on you getting enraged. Then you have Flurry attacks. It's the same thing as it was before. I think it starts off at 10%. I don't know if it goes to 50%, 50% if you take all 5 points in it. That'd be pretty cool. 50% increased attack speed would be overpowered. Then you have Cruelty, the same thing as before. Next you have Booming Voice, which is different than what it is. Decreases the opponent's chance to resist a shout by 10% if you have all 5 points. Then you have Unbridled Wrath, gives you 20% chance to generate an additional rage point when you deal damage. It's the same thing as before. Demo Shout's the same thing. Piercing Howl is the same thing. Improved Inner Rage reduces the cooldown of your Inner Rage ability by 30 seconds. Now that's cool, because I don't really know what Inner Rage is. Unfortunately, can't see any of the spells, and even if I had to a trainer, I don't think I could see it either. Improved Intimidating Shout gives your Intimidating Shout a 75% chance to cause one additional enemy to cower in fear rather than flee. Okay, that's interesting. That's some very, very early work on some of those glyphs that were implemented in, I think it was either TBC or Wrath of the Lich King, where you would spec into having your fears have the target cower in place instead of flee. So that's interesting. Then there's Improved Challenging Shout, reduces the cooldown of your Challenging Shout ability by 4 minutes. That would be pretty cool. Death Wish is still the same, but now this is where it gets very interesting. Now you have Improved Cleave, increases the number of targets affected by your cleave ability by 2. That would be very cool. Then you've got Imp Slam, decreases the casting time of your slam ability by a second, which is insane because that gives you 1 second slams instead of, or that gives you 0.5 second slams instead of a 1 second slam. And I'll link a video in the description of Indalamar's footage of using Fury, but I'll get to that later. Next, we go into Bloodthirst, which is insane. After dealing a killing blow, your next swing deals 150% weapon damage and is a guaranteed critical strike. Lasts for 8 seconds. Now, this is sick for like leveling, for PvE, for farming. Not very good for raids. I think it'd be pretty sweet for PvP, personally. If you went up, killed somebody, and then like popped Death Wish and all your cooldowns intercept, and then slam them, you can get like a 3k slam, I bet. So that's really cool. And I'll show footage of Indalamar, or I'll just leave it in the link in the description of Indalamar's video where he uses Bloodthirst and Death Wish with improved slam, and it's really, really cool. You also used to be able to cast slam while moving, I'm pretty sure. Before, this is pre-Wrath of the Lich King I'm talking about. Next we go on to the arms tree. Now a lot of stuff is different in here, but yeah. Axe specialization, sword specialization used to be hit instead of an extra attack, which is cool. Improved heroic strike, which used to be it was still in the arms tree. Mace specialization is the same. Charge, improved rend, improved thunderclap, which is interesting. 45% increased damage on that. Increases, I like this one even more than what improved hamstring is now. Increases the movement slow effect of your hamstring ability by 20%. So that'd be really cool. Instead of having Imp Hamstring be a 50% slow, I think it would be a 60% slow. If I did the math right, I don't know. Or 55%, I'm not sure. That'd be cool. I think I like the more slowing effect since mages have like Frostbite and a lot of slows. If you charge up and did an Imp's Hamstring, not the one that roots him, the one that slows for more, I think that'd be cool. Pummel, it gives you your Pummel ability at 60% chance to daze the target. I like that. Increases the critical strike chance of your overpower ability by 100%. It's the same. Mortal Strike is different. A vicious strike that deals 150% weapon damage and wounds the target, reducing the effectiveness of any healing by 50%. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic there. So that's pretty cool. Also costs 20 rage. It's normally a 30 rage ability. Anger Management reduces your rage decay by 33%. Deep Wounds is the same. Polearm spec is a little bit different. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I know it didn't really need to be this long of a video, but it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. Now I said I'll leave a link to a video of Indalamar. It's like one of the only WoW beta footage of warriors I could find, because everyone thought warriors sucked back then. And then he came out with that video and pretty much nerfed warriors because Blizzard realized how overpowered they were. But yeah, I'll show a little bit of footage of that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And one last thing before I go is that I'm going to show this is the standard warrior tree now. If you want to check it out at classic.ch /talent, whatever this is what warrior talent trees are now. It's a lot different from the beta version, which was the main reason why I wanted to show this video, is how different it was then to what it is now. Like, this is your standard arms build, this is your standard PvP build, but with all those talents that we saw earlier, it could be a lot different. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.